now the moment of truth. We see if this goes up in smoke. Use my multimeter. Followed my wiring diagram. Checked everything. Installed the capacitor here. GPS. Got everything all wired in there. Got my microphone, antennas. Everything is hooked up as it should be. And I got my smoke stopper. So, fuck it. I fucking hate this part. It works, motherfucker. Smoke? Smoke? No smoke. That was like 4 hours worth of work that I've been thinking about for literally every day for like 2-3 months now. So it feels great when shit works. All right. So, had a failsafe, obviously. I'm not sure what happened. I'm definitely gonna have to disassemble it, figure out what's wrong with the wiring, if anything. It's just a long process of troubleshooting now. And obviously, I got other shit going on too. So, I'll update this as soon as I figure out what's going on. I don't even know where to start, but that's how this thing goes, man. Building quads, sometimes everything doesn't work perfectly the first time.
3 days later.
So figured out what was going on. Tore down the entire quad. Well, the receiver at least. I tore the receiver off the flight controller. I got rid of the servo connector that I was using to connect it. I had a feeling maybe there was like some sort of connection issue there. As it turns out, I didn't need to do any of that on the Team Black Sheep Facebook group, and somebody suggested to me to look inside the transmitter here. As you can see, I also bought the diamond antenna, hoping that would maybe solve the problem. But the UFL connector that was in here was loose, so I got in there and used some silicone 2 on it and resecured it. So I'm gonna go give this a try and take it up to this kind of series of ballparks up the street here, and should allow me like some pretty good distance. Maybe I can get out like half a mile, or I don't know. I don't even know how far. I can get out pretty far and still be able to retrieve the quad. So I'm just gonna try some like mid-range type stuff. I'm gonna go a little further than I probably would go with FreeSky, and we'll see how that goes, and we'll see if this fixed it. So yeah, I figure I got a pretty good line of sight here. There's some stuff in the way, some trees and whatnot, but I'm hoping that's not going to be a big deal, because I should be able to retrieve it if something goes wrong somewhere down there. Here we go. I'm pretty happy about the result. It flies a lot different than my 5-inch quad. This is definitely going to be my dedicated long-range quad. Next time out, or one of the next times I go out, I'm going to try not punching the throttle at all, not trying any tricks. This time I was just trying to get a feel for the quad. I probably didn't even push it past, like, you know, a third of a mile or something like that. I'm not even sure. I'll have to check the DVR recording to see what actual distance. I was just focused the entire time. I was like, please don't fail safe, please don't fail safe. But anyway, I'm glad with the result, and I couldn't be happier. I'm finally through with this build, even though I have tons of fun building it. It's never fun to run into those problems that, you know, they just come up. So it's overall a success. Super stoked. I am impressed with Crossfire. It really is, and for that matter, just Team Black Sheep in general. Their products seem to be pretty good. This is my first experience with the VTX as well, Unify, and I'm very happy with the 5-volt. I didn't get a single. I mean, there was at one point I ducked behind some metal awnings, and it maybe, you know, got a little break up there for a second, but it was further than I'd ever trust my other quad with my just standard 5.8 VTX and FreeSky.
The next day,
I'm gonna see if I can push this range just a little bit further. I feel like yesterday wasn't really a good test of whether or not Crossfire was really getting out as far as it should be. So here we go. I'm gonna see if I can make it like maybe a little over half a mile. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So that was awesome. I ended up pushing it a lot further today, and I'm sure my confidence level is just going to go up. So far, it's like night and day as far as me wanting to push the limits of where I can go with this thing. I was still a little bit timid. I didn't want to go over any hills, lose line of sight, anything like that, but so excited. I'm really glad that it worked. I upped the camera angle a little bit, tilted it forward a little bit more. I'm probably sitting at about, I want to say like 35 or 40 degrees, and definitely made a difference with the speed, because I noticed that it wasn't too fast yesterday, and I think the 30-degree camera angle that I'm used to with the 4S higher KV setup Also, it's a little bit lighter too. This one's heavier, so it makes sense that maybe I should rock a little bit steeper of a camera angle. So it definitely made a big difference. The top end is where it's at on this thing. The top end really opens up, and man, I was cruising, really screaming. I'll shoot for like a mile next time, I think. And but I honestly didn't see it in my OSD. I didn't see anything in my goggles drop below 99 the whole way. I probably could have pushed it a lot further. I just didn't want to do that much walking if I had another incident with a failsafe. But I am super stoked. And yeah, so just, you know, when you run into those problems, man, you just can't give up. Use your resources. Luckily, shout out to Team Black Sheep Facebook group. They helped me out. I got an answer like instantaneously. It was actually, I should have done that before I went and ripped apart the receiver, but I wasn't really happy with the servo connection that I had mounted with the little nano receiver. Anytime you don't feel fully confident in something, just don't use it. Yeah. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it wasn't too long. If you stuck around to the end, thanks. Please like and subscribe for me. If you can, I got like, I don't know, 10 subscribers, so it'll help me a lot. You know, just help grow the channel. If you had any questions, post them in the comments. I will answer all of them. If you guys want to know what gear I was using, I am also going to post a wiring diagram shortly on the method that I took, because just wiring this thing turned out to be a big learning experience for me, and I feel like super confident at this point now that I could wire up pretty much any quad. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.